Are you thinking about moving or relocating to Columbus, Ohio, and doing a little research on different areas, neighborhoods, maybe school districts? You're probably trying to figure out which areas of Columbus are best suited for me, and if I move there, how much house can I really afford to purchase? In this video, I'm going to break down 5 of the hottest neighborhoods currently in Columbus, Ohio. And having been born and raised here, there's no one better to fill you in. And it all starts right now. So let's go! If you're new to my channel, my name is Mark Van Stein, and I make videos on what it's like living in Columbus, Ohio. I cover things like the best schools, neighborhoods, areas, cost of living, and all things you need to know about living in the capital city. I try to give the viewer a really good idea of what it's like to live here. If you enjoyed the video, please do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button down below. It just lets YouTube know that, hey, Mark's doing a pretty good job. If you're trying to learn more about Central Ohio, make sure you subscribe because I'm making new videos every week, not only about Columbus, but its many suburbs as well. Most importantly, if you're thinking about moving or relocating here, make your life a little easier and let me and my team help. I'm a licensed RE/MAX Realtor and I've been helping people relocate to Columbus for almost 2 decades now. I'm actually a 3rd-generation real estate agent. You can give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. I literally get people reaching out every week and I love to help. One of the great things Columbus has going for it is it has many nice areas to live. It really just depends on what you're looking for. Are you single and looking for more downtown nightlife and excitement? Or are you married with 2.5 kids and living the suburban dream? Maybe you're not quite ready to go out and buy that minivan just yet. Look for something in between. In Columbus, we have it all. It just boils down to what's important to you and wherever you're at in your life's journey. Let me break down the 5 hottest neighborhoods currently in Central Ohio in no particular order. The criteria I used were things like schools, price appreciation, demand, proximity, and growth potential. Make sure you watch to the end because I'm going to tell you about a suburb that has ranked number 3 in the nation by Realtor.com for the last several months. First is Grandview. Grandview is a small suburb located west of the Short North and south of Upper Arlington. There always seems to be way more demand for Grandview than there are a supply of homes. Grandview has more of an urban feel as a neighborhood than a suburban feel. It's what I like to refer to as a crossover area where if someone doesn't want to live downtown, but not quite ready to live out in the suburbs yet either. Grandview is also very walkable, which is very rare in Columbus. I have so many clients who move here looking to live in a walkable neighborhood, and in Columbus, we just don't have that many. Grandview also has really great restaurants as well as nightlife along Grandview Avenue, which is the neighborhood's commercial corridor. There's actually new construction going on in Grandview, however, it is very expensive. An area called Grandview Yard is currently being developed. I've had several clients purchase new homes in Grandview Yard and they absolutely love it. If schools are important to you, Grandview happens to be one of the best school districts in Central Ohio. It's a very small district with less than 1,300 students, but it is top ranked. Grandview ranked number 2 in my video of the 5 best school districts in Central Ohio. If schools are important to you, you can find that video on this channel. Grandview has a very desirable location for people looking to be close to downtown or the Ohio State University. Unfortunately, you'll pay for all these great amenities and location. The average sale price per square foot is about $370, which is tops for Central Ohio and up 25% from last year. One of my clients who bought a new building in Grandview about a year ago called me because they were considering moving and wanted to know how much I thought their home was worth. After doing some research and speaking to the builder's sales rep, they are now charging over $100,000 more for the exact same home 1 year later. That's pretty amazing. Number 2 is Blacklick. Blacklick is located on the east side of Columbus, just east of Bexley and south of Gahanna. The area is actually serviced by 2 different school districts, Gahanna and Licking Heights, with a wide variety of housing options. In the early 2000s, Blacklick was mostly known for homes on large lots or horse farms. Then the development moved in, and developers started building more affordable housing. Blacklick in the last 12 months has been one of the fastest appreciating areas in the city. Home prices are up an amazing 25% in the last 12 months. Now granted, last year has seen a lot of appreciation, but 25% in Columbus, Ohio is quite a bit. We have historically never had the runs in appreciation that many other cities have experienced. I mean, on a good year, we would have maybe 3 to 5% appreciation. So 25% a year is nuts. What's causing all this demand? What's driving all this appreciation? Well, it has to do with Intel. If you haven't heard, Intel is building the world's largest chip manufacturing plant just about 20 minutes north of Blacklick. Large and small investors have been purchasing homes in the area at a very heightened pace. Blacklick was already appreciating pretty good, then the investors kicked it all into overdrive. A client who I sold a home to several months ago told me she's constantly getting things in the mail as well as phone calls from these companies asking her if she wants to sell her home. If you're moving to the Central Ohio area and interested in Blacklick, there are a couple things you need to know. First, there are a few really poor quality builders who are building in the area. Like, in my opinion, some of the worst in the city. Secondly, there are a couple of neighborhoods you're going to want to avoid altogether because of the airport. Housing in Blacklick is still somewhat affordable, but getting more expensive. The average sale price in the 43004 zip code is up to just under $400,000. I'm expecting Blacklick to continue to go, especially for the next 5 to 6 years, especially with Intel moving in. Coming in at number 3 is Dublin. Dublin is a northwest suburb of the city, mostly north of Route 33 and west of Riverside Drive. Dublin's a very popular suburb with the clients I relocate to town, as often asked about and researched. The city of Dublin isn't that large, however the school district is the 9th largest in the state with more than 16,000 students. The district encompasses 47 square miles, including parts of Dublin, Columbus, Hilliard, and Upper Arlington. It also crosses 3 counties, Franklin, Delaware, and Union, and is constantly ranked one of the best school districts in the city. Dublin has a lot of fantastic amenities. One of the most popular with my clients are the bike paths. You can almost literally ride from one side of Dublin to the other and never get on the road. This is obviously popular with people who have children. The shopping, restaurants, and entertainment has also gotten much better the last several years with the development of Bridge Park. Bridge Park connected old downtown Dublin with the new development east of the river. It is amazing. Dublin also has a wide diversity of housing. Homes and condos can start in the low $200,000 range and go up to the multi-millions. It really all depends on the style of the home you're looking for and, of course, your budget. Sunbury is number 4. Sunbury used to be a sleepy little rural town just north of Galena in Delaware County, but like many sleepy little towns in central Ohio, the growth has arrived. Columbus continues to sprawl outward and is turning these rural communities into thriving suburbs. Property values in Sunbury are up 48% in the last year to almost $400,000. The school district also continues to improve. Sunbury's school district is called Big Walnut. The district, which like the city was just a small little rural school district, continues to improve and move up the rankings. Big Walnut Schools is actually one of the top 10 districts in central Ohio now. What I explain to my clients is the schools are only as good as the money that goes into them. And when I see this type of growth, I believe the district will continue to improve. Just like Blacklick, part of the spike in demand is Intel. Intel will be located just east of Sunbury and the school district. I would expect to see continued growth in Sunbury with the cost of housing increasing as well. Currently, there's a lot of land for development, and I see a lot of growth in this area the next 4 to 5 years. Lastly is Worthington. Full transparency, I grew up in Worthington, so it holds a special place in my heart. Worthington is located directly north of Columbus, and at one point was actually going to be the capital of the state. You have to learn all this stuff in local history growing up in Worthington schools. Realtor.com has rated Worthington as the 3rd hottest suburb in the country for the past several months, for good reason. It's a wonderful community and still can be very affordable. Worthington, like many other suburbs close to downtown, is landlocked. The last new residential neighborhood was built about 12 years ago. Homeowners are attracted to Worthington for a couple of different reasons. One is its proximity to the freeways and downtown. You can jump on 315 and be downtown or to the Ohio State University in about 12 to 15 minutes depending on traffic. Worthington is also somewhat affordable and has a wide diversity of housing. It has lots of generations of housing, starting with some of the turn of the century colonials, which are around the downtown area, to several neighborhoods built in the 1980s. If you happen to be a Frank Lloyd Wright fan, one of his students built a small enclave of homes just east of downtown called Rush Creek, which have become very popular. Worthington's downtown is very quaint and looks like it was ripped from a page of a New England magazine because it was settled by travelers from the New England and Massachusetts area. The downtown is quite lovely, full of restaurants and shops with a large public green that hosts festivals and events in the summertime. The homes around the downtown have gotten a little bit expensive, but in many parts of the school districts, they're still affordable. Worthington Schools is well regarded, with the average sale price of homes up about 9% from last year, selling in the upper $300,000 range. Unfortunately, being landlocked, you won't see any new growth or new construction. Did you learn anything new about Columbus, Ohio? I hope so. If you have any questions about what I covered, please drop them in the comments below, and I'll try to answer them as best I can. If you enjoyed the video, again, do me a favor, please give me a thumbs up. If you're interested in learning more about Columbus, subscribe and check out some of the other videos on this channel. Finally, if you're moving or relocating to Central Ohio and think you might need some professional help, make sure you give me and my team a call. Trying to navigate areas of Columbus you're unfamiliar with can be super nerve-wracking. You want to make sure you have someone who's knowledgeable and experienced helping you, who will make your life a little bit easier. You can call, text, email me. My contact information is at the end of the video and down below. Until next time.